Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 3 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. It's the Denver Broncos taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at Week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
And off we go from Denver. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The former second-round pick back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo, trotting into place, looking to guide this San Francisco 49er offense.
And when Jimmy Garoppolo came out of Eastern Illinois, many people saw a strong-arm guy, well-schooled in the passing game, who needed a little bit of time to develop and reach his potential. Starting to go in that direction right now. A former linebacker in high school, he plays the game with a lot of toughness.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, We're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? What? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Play action. It's Hill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 37-yard line. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down. Off of play action, Hill. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run with Lindsay, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big...
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Gets this one to Juszczyk.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run. It's Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Hill. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
This is the tight end fan. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Gordon on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
second down. It's Franklin. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on third down, Hill. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. On first down, it's Franklin. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Hill throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. 70 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Out of the gun, Hill. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. They'll run on first down. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And he's going to have a Broncos first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Coup now for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Phillip Lindsay touchdown run. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he will lose lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
11 more on that one, and another first down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brandon Ayuk,
ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. On second down now. It's Lindsey, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Hill. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hill. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Hill, and that is incomplete. Looks like this will be the drive they come up empty after a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on those first 3 drives.
No cheers for them, okay? So they come up empty on 1, but as you noted, they put plenty of points on the board. They don't look close to being done in this one. A lot of adjustments still needing to be made on the defensive side of the field.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going for it. It's Hill. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. They go play fake, and it's Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Right, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Mostert. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Mostert. And brought to get it to their 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. This is Mostert. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by McManus is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
This shot downfield on second down is brought in. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Hill looks to throw.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in. Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy. From the 31, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel. 69 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there to start their next drive, Philip Lindsay and the Broncos. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
56, the mark, boys, 56.
And they are going for it. Here's Hill. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy. And it's 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Big series right here.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. He's up near 100 yards now here in the 2nd quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
They'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. Here's Mostert. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab the nugget when I can.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Open man here is Hamilton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Hill on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. They'll run here with Lindsey, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Here we go. Watch the pass.
Hill to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far, 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. D Ford, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 36 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Philip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Yes, and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now it's Hill off the bootleg. He's got his tight end fan. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Here's Lindsey. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now a carry for Lindsey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down. A final shot before break, Hill. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Hill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it here. This is the tight end fan. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Garoppolo now. First down throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. 26 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there to start their next drive, Philip Lindsey and the Broncos. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half.
There goes Melvin Gordon. 39 yards there, a big one. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Philip Lindsey touchdown run. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. To throw is Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Hill, and that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
It's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the third quarter. First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. Throwing on second down, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Mostert. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. And Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected, because to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They've got some guys who might need a year or two on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. And that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And now we're going to get a stoppage as it looks like, that's Lindsey still down on the field now. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Well, he's done his part, Charles. No doubt about that. Maybe he's going to go over to the sideline now and tell this defense, hey, let's go. Step up.
And if they do, they've got a chance because right now he's become a force that hasn't been stopped from his side. 3 touchdowns rushing already. Eager for more. If they get any type of stops, we've got a heck of a game on our hands.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. So we get a traffic there, and that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give to the fullback on the dive. And